Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer podcast. My name is, as always, He Hate Me 702, the man of the hour, the man to the right or left, whichever one you're sitting at.
Jeremy with a G.
And down below, Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Mo, let's go.
All right, so Kansas, mamas, come here. Come here. It's okay. There's no reason to be that loud. It's okay, mamas. There we go. You're good. All right, so um, let's see. We're back. We got some stuff to talk about today. We're gonna talk about some football, some WNBA Finals, our picks. We got some quick takes, and then we also got we're gonna do a little thing to see which quarterback we'd rather take. See how that works out. So we're gonna start this week with our standings. So as of right now, last week, I went 9-5. Mo went 9-5. Mo clutched up with the last two games, and he went 9-5. Jeremy went 7-7, and Sam went 6-8. So for the first 5 weeks, I am at 51-27. Mo is at 50-28, one game behind. Jeremy and Sam are both at 43-35. So let's go ahead and Jeremy, do you want to say? I mean, we're all above 500. That's much better than. I mean, we've been doing good, but that's better than what I thought we would be. I thought I would do a little worse based off of us not knowing what the fuck was going on this year and how the way the year started off. What do you think about
Uh, I don't know. I've been last.
that? Mo, what do you think about what you're doing?
Well, we'll hope for no bad weeks here coming up that'll skew the average, but for now, feel good.
That's good. That's good. All right. So let's get into it. Um, week 6 picks. Okay. So, oh, by the way, Sam is not here. It was his birthday a couple days ago, and he is out doing the Taylor Swift tour. So he's going to give us an update about that when he gets back. So how it was and
I thought you were
everything.
gonna watch the movie.
It is, but it's a Taylor Swift tour.
Oh,
So
the movie of the tour.
yeah, that's the thing that the NFL was been trying to promote. So it's basically her tour is live, but
Right.
but she's someplace else. So it's like going on in theaters at the same time. But they're watching it because we're in fucking 2023. Or maybe it's a tape version. It's one of those two things, but it's a real tour, but they're just playing all at the same time, I think.
Oh, so you get to watch it while she watches it somewhere else.
Yeah, or you get to watch it while she's performing, or it's a tape tour and it's just a movie. I
I
don't
thought her
fucking know.
tour was already over.
Maybe it's just the movie of her tour. Then I'm not a Swiftie. I don't know. I don't
You
know
Well,
this shit. Okay,
no, you are a Swiftie.
I am not a Swiftie.
You are.
you have to be. You're
I
unofficially a
listen,
Swiftie
She
by
have changed her name
association.
to the Kansas City
listen,
Swifties.
listen very, very
You
carefully.
down for Travis Swiftie? You already a Swiftie by
My,
default.
Yeah,
my youngest daughter,
you're a Swiftie by default because you have Travis Kelsey.
my youngest daughter used to be a huge Taylor Swift fan when she was
Now,
younger.
now the roles are reversed.
And when
Don't try to shake it off.
back now, I can't even say nothing right now. Okay. So I don't know what it is, but he's doing whatever the fuck they're doing for that. He's all excited about it. Remember, he
Hey,
had
he
to
wants
drive
all the
like 3 hours.
commercials.
Yeah, he had to drive like 3 hours to it or something like that.
Oh, you're talking about Sam. I
Yeah,
thought you were talking
Sam.
about Travis.
I don't give a fuck about Travis Kelce. Well, supposedly they're hanging out this weekend or something like that. So maybe it's not a live concert. I don't fucking know. Why can't I find Logan Paul versus? Yes, there we go. KSI Furry. Okay, so Chiefs won. We all picked the Chiefs. Okay. Um. Now this week we have we have the Ravens and the Titans tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. in the what's it at in London?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that is London.
Yeah. So who you guys got?
Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens.
Ravens couldn't catch the ball last fucking week.
Fuck, man.
I got the Ravens as well. Sam picked the Titans. One second. I'm just hitting this tweet real quick. We are live. My bad, guys. I'm a little behind, so send direct message.
Shit, you're chilling.
Catch you up later on the tweets, guys. Bam. Bookmark. Okay, so now we're back. Okay, so that was the last thing I had to do. So Sam took the Titans. Next game we got, I'm taking the Ravens as well. Next game we got is Panthers Dolphins. I'm taking Dolphins.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Everybody's on the Dolphins. Sam as well took the Dolphins. We got the Saints and the Texans, and this one's a little weird one for me.
Texans.
Ooh, damn! Right off the block.
Texans.
You're going with Texans too?
Yeah.
I'm going with Saints.
It's in Houston, right?
Yep.
And
all right, I'm going. What'd you say, Jeremy?
It's in Houston and it's CJ Stroud.
Yeah, true. And
so
they're
far, the
scoring
best
a lot of
quarterback
points.
out of the last round.
Commanders Falcons.
Commanders.
Commanders are on a 3-game losing streak, aren't they?
Did any Falcons die recently?
No, not like the Buckets.
Yeah, I'll take Commanders.
I'm on that bandwagon as well. I'm gonna take the Commanders as well. I think this is a bounce back game for them. The Falcons really aren't that good.
So Sam was the only one that picked the Falcons.
Yep, Sam's the only one that picked the Falcons. Remember last week he didn't even pick his team. None of y'all picked or the week
He's
before.
trying to.
Yeah,
damn,
reverse psychology.
They're probably gonna lose now that he picked them.
Jeremy did the same fucking thing. He ain't picked the Raiders. He picked the Packers. It's that reverse psychology.
They reversed it on him though.
Colts and Jags. Who we got? Remember, Anthony Richardson is sidelined. Okay.
Jags.
Yeah, I'm taking Jags. All of us are in agreement. Sam took the Jags as well. Next, we got the Seahawks and the Bengals. Are the Bengals continuing their run, or what's going on?
I'm taking the Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals.
Sam took the Seahawks.
It's in Cincy?
Yep, it's in Cincy. T. Higgins is still questionable. I'm taking the Bengals as well. Vikings, Bears. The Bears. Vikings do not have Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, Bears.
And Justin Fields is on the Bears.
Justin Fields is on your fantasy team, and he's doing great right now.
He's done good 1 week. Calm down, killer. Calm down,
2 weeks.
Killer.
2 weeks.
So what you just said was he's under 500.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'm not paying attention to that.
If it's 2 weeks, we're 5 weeks in, so he's under 500.
Yeah, but he'll make it better this week. 49ers, Browns. I'm not sure what's going on with Deshaun Watson.
49ers, he's out. He's not playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
49ers.
I don't think it mattered if he was playing anyway, did it?
I think he's had another incident and they're lying about an injury.
Oh, you always come up with that fucking shit. You are always the ones that jump on that. Always. And normally, a lot of times, you be right about it. Patriots, Raiders.
Patriots.
Who said that?
Me.
Jeremy?
That was Jeremy.
I was just making sure.
Shit, this in New England?
No, it's in Vegas. It's here.
Shit, we don't take the Raiders again.
Sam took the Raiders. I think can I pick a tie?
Nope.
I'm a root for the tie. I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon with Jeremy, and I'm gonna pick the Patriots. Lions versus Sam took the Raiders as well. Lions versus the Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Lions.
I'm with that. I'm on the Bucks as well. Baker Mayfield versus Jared Goff. This is gonna be fun.
And they're in Tampa.
Yep. It's gonna be fun. And you said Lions, right, Mo?
Yeah.
Cardinals and Rams.
Rams.
Everybody's on the Rams. I'm taking the Rams. Sam's taking the Rams. Then we got Eagles versus the Jets.
Eagles.
And Jalen Carter's not playing.
Okay.
Carter's out. But they just have Zach Wilson.
So who you taking?
Can I pick a tie?
You, I think you can.
I'll take the Eagles.
You just get it. Yeah, Eagles. You said Eagles, right, Mo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Carter's out. There's somebody else out.
Yeah, I was about to say there is somebody else out for the Eagles. Giants and Bills.
Bills.
Daniel Jones is out too.
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor
With
started.
his neck injury.
Yep.
The Giants are just out this year.
They need to trade Saquon. Okay, Monday night game. Cowboys, Chargers. Kellen Moore versus his old team.
I gotta go with the Cowboys.
I think they bounce back. I don't think
Even though they're in LA. Even though they're in LA, I think they got embarrassed enough last week that they
definitely.
So even though they're in LA, it's still going to be a home game for the Cowboys.
So that's only true when the Raiders go to LA.
Nobody shows up to the Chargers games. It's still going to be a home game for the Cowboys. Sam took the Chargers over the Cowboys. So Sam went with a lot of underdogs this week.
He's got to make moves.
He was on the underdog roll. You know what? This looks kind of weird. Where the hell is the background? There we go. God damn, that looks weird. Okay. Go back. So we got Jets might upset the Eagles. I could definitely see that happen if Zach Wilson continues to play well. And Carter and Slay out. Slay's the other person. All right. So next we got what do we got? We got Chiefs win. What were your thoughts on the horrible fucking Thursday night football game?
That was ugly.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes.
It's almost like it was. It felt like I was watching the Raiders for a second.
Oh, it was
like against the Broncos. It's like, what the fuck is going on? And the Dolphins just fucking mollywop the fucking Broncos, and then the Chiefs go in, and it's like, what the fuck? They look anemic.
Oh no, yeah, completely. Like we in the red zone, we couldn't convert. Well, we're normally very good. They took Travis Kelce away in the red zone. No other receivers stepped up. There's no trust in any of the receivers. And Mahomes can come out and say, oh, yeah, I still think we're building. I still think we're doing good, but there's not. The one person it seems that he trusts and he targets a lot is Ross. And for some odd reason, Andy Reid decides not to play his ass. So Rice got 4 catches, 72 yards. Kadarius Toney got that 1 touchdown. And maybe another catch after that. I mean, he's spreading the ball around, but he just doesn't have a go-to guy. And our receivers aren't getting open enough in certain areas. And MVS is not – we need another big body receiver.
Unfortunately, is Andy Reid at the end of his tenure?
Andy Reid so I don't know. I'm not sure. I think Andy Reid's going to coach for as long as he wants. They're not going to get rid of him because we're never going to be bad enough to get rid of him. Unless we have an injury on offense or something like that, or really, really bad down year. But I mean, so maybe, or is it the Eric Bieniemy? Let's not act like all that shit everybody was saying about Eric Bieniemy and he doesn't fucking call plays. Could it be that Eric Bieniemy's gone?
Well, I mean, Washington is.
But their offense looks way better than what it has in the last 2 years.
Yeah, but they're on a losing streak.
But we knew they were going to lose. Nobody expected them to be good. Like, who the fuck is Sam Howell?
A lot of people expected them to be good, especially with EB.
I didn't expect them to be good. It's fucking Washington. They just sold a franchise. There's a lot of outside factors going into on the field shit. So, but I mean, maybe that's what it is. Maybe EB's gone again. Maybe our receivers just aren't stepping up. We have a lot of small receivers too. And when I say that for the receiving core. Like Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, they're not. I mean, Justin Rollins is a big body, and we need him on the fucking field. And I don't know what the fuck happened to MVS. Okay, MVS I don't know. We're gonna cut bait with him anyway. So I think that we played absolutely horrible. There were plays. Patrick Mahomes again does not feel comfortable in the pocket. He's running around the pocket, and that could be the line. Jawan Taylor can suck a fucking big toe right now. I can't. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Why did he get penalized?
Of course he got fucking penalized.
I don't know. I was paying attention, but not that close.
Now it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty riddled game for him, but he still got fucking penalized for stupid ass shit in the worst fucking possible positions. First down, holding. Like, what the fuck, bitch? So I don't know. Our team. Good thing our defense is playing lights out because our offense is not. They're doing just enough to win. Just enough to win, and we don't. But you know what? Andy Reid's also calling some fucking dumbass shit, like in the fucking red zone. Why? I'm tired of all these fucking trick fucking plays, bitch.
Hey,
okay,
that's on Mahomes and Andy Reid.
I know, but but a lot of them
both come out and said that they come up with stupid shit.
Yeah, but the problem that we have now is we have Isaiah Pacheco. So you have a back. You're at the fucking give him the ball. I don't know why we're doing it. Jerick McKinnon, blah, 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 blah. We're going to fake the handoff and do this.
Flea flicker and shit.
Exactly. No, I don't. But when you're in the red zone, fucking buckle up the chin straps, put your nose through it and go forward. Fuck this. So I don't know what we're doing. I don't know. The play calling is questionable. The line is questionable. There's no chemistry. There's no continuity. It's just all around questionable. What was your thoughts, Mo?
Yeah, it looked sloppy. They, division games, like you said, it gets ugly. It gets you get out of sorts at points. Sertan definitely had a good game. They try to stay away from him as much as possible. The rest of the Broncos D maybe stepped up at points, but not enough to overcome their offense. The Broncos offense just looks terrible, and matched with the Chiefs D clamping them down. It just turned into one of those ugly games. But if they still found a way to sneak one out. But I think that rookie looks like he's building a little bit of chemistry with Mahomes, Rashid Rice.
But he's got drop problems though. He didn't drop any.
He's got to just keep that trust going, and he might be one of the receivers that he looks to moving forward.
Jeremy, your thoughts on the Broncos, buddy?
It's about to be a fire sale.
Well,
I think. Look, you got to remember, before Peyton became the Broncos head coach, he sat on a podcast and sat there and said, Caleb Williams is a guy that you tank for.
Okay. But they can't tank for him.
What do you mean?
They own their pick?
They have the second pick right now.
They own their pick this year?
Yeah, they have the second pick. So, a little suspect. Maybe the NFL should look into whether or not the Broncos are tanking.
But I mean, what are they going to say? They're putting their starters out. You can't. I mean, in this scenario, I get what you're saying because I love it.
I mean, no NFL team is going to make it blatantly obvious that they're going to fucking tank. They're not going to pull all their starters and put in fucking 4-string fucking players.
Okay, true.
Because then you're going to get caught, and then it's going to be fucking shit show. You're going to lose all your fucking picks. So obviously, you gotta play your starters, and they just going to play fucking bad. Because how there's no way there's no way that every single week either the offense or defense is playing and the other isn't every week.
Okay, but now I get what you're saying. Okay, but now what you're saying that the players are playing bad on purpose?
Look, I think the players cannot stand Russell Wilson.
So you're just thinking they're not going, they're just going through the motion because Russell Wilson's fuck. Okay, I can get that. I get that part. Okay, I'm with you. All right.
So there's a collective understanding that they're going to tank to get Caleb Williams because he's generational talent and he's going to change the franchise.
He's not. We don't know if he's a generational talent.
Everybody said his ceiling is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just saying. Everybody said that fucking
Jamarcus
Andrew
Russell
Luck was
is going to be the next best thing since sliced bread.
Everybody said Andrew Luck was a generational talent. There's a lot of those generational talents.
Well, Andrew Luck was good. It's just
he was good, but not generational.
Just that's the injuries, the thing. I think, caught up to him.
There's a big difference between being good and generational, or being great and generational. Sorry,
Andrew Luck was close to.
This is the draft order right now. So it's got Carolina number 1, which is Chicago's pick, Denver, and then Chicago. Denver's 1-5 because they played on Thursday. So if Chicago loses, they'll move back into that second spot. Based off of Denver beating Chicago. I gotta go on my cap. Okay, so Denver, well, we know they're gonna have a fire sale. We already knew they were gonna have a fire sale. They're releasing players like no tomorrow, Frank Clark, Randy Gregory, and the reports have came out that everybody's up for grabs. They don't give a fuck who you are. You can have some. So what I need right now is my Chiefs to call up and see what they want for Cortland Sutton or Jerry Jeudy. That's all. I just want y'all to make a call.
Jerry Judy's gonna go. I forget where I seen it.
49ers I've seen.
I don't think they're gonna trade him within the division.
I think Sean Payton doesn't give a fuck. That's the problem. Sean Payton hasn't been there long enough. Sean Payton is selling to the Waltons. We need to get rid of these players and do a whole new fucking rebuild. And a lot of it could be the stain on them because of what happened with Russell Wilson last year. So, I mean, we saw Chase Claypool go to another team and completely forget how to fucking play. So, I mean, it does happen a lot where you go to teams and they just suck the living shit out of you. Tennessee's a wide receiver. Look, have we heard from DeAndre Hopkins? Anybody know what's going on with DeAndre Hopkins?
I mean,
DeAndre Hopkins is cooked.
He sees. Well, who said Tennessee was a wide receiver retirement home? Was that you, Mo?
That was Sam.
We haven't heard shit from DeAndre Hopkins.
He's had a couple of nice catches, but DeAndre Hopkins is already on the way out before he even went to Tennessee. I think that's why they ended up taking him because he knows that's where wide receivers go to retire.
So that's where they go to retire. Exactly. So, all right, WNBA Finals. Okay, so Jeremy and I went to game 2, and can I tell you, Jeremy, it was fabulous, was it not?
It was, except for the drunk white chick that was beside us.
Oh my God, there was this. Oh my God.
Whoever I don't know whoever the fuck Joe was, but if that motherfucker doesn't answer that bitch.
We were sitting up there, and I think like the start of the third quarter, midway through the third quarter, her and some other girl, and she was drunk, just Joe! Finally, I was like, fucking Joe, answer him!
Okay, she's like, oh, our friend is down there, bitch.
We know.
You hear how fucking loud it is in here? You think your friend can hear your sorry ass?
and then the dude that she was with,
like they don't got phones and shit.
He has no idea what WNBA is.
No, none.
He was at the game and still don't know what the fuck it is.
He was none whatsoever. He was saying shit. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So yeah, but the atmosphere was fabulous. It was outstanding. It was amazing. I put some pictures up on the Twitter, but it was so much fun. I'm highly impressed with the Aces fan base and the Aces crowd because even though it was a blowout, they weren't rushing for the exit. Like we were up by 30 points at the end of the third quarter, and the whole game was an ass whooping. The closest they got was
within 5.
The quarter was not an ass whooping.
Yeah,
the second quarter was the only one they won.
Oh, you're right, but we were up by 20. So even when we were up by 20, they had a great second quarter, but they still came within 5 and were down by what, 8.5?
8.5.
Yeah, and that was the closest they ever got.
We were up by 8 at the end of the second quarter.
I know that we at halftime, but we were up by 20. So even though they had a great second quarter, that was the comeback from a 20-point lead. And their great second quarter still ended up with them being down by almost double digits. And then the third quarter started and the game was over. Now, granted, at some point in time in the second quarter, I was a little worried. I was like, oh shit, we've seen this before, Jeremy. Remember Aces versus the Chicago Sky? When we went to that game and we had like the highest scoring first quarter, and then we also blew the highest lead ever. Yeah. I was like, calm down, Eric. But once the third quarter started, we busted that ass. We were up by 30 points. And the crowd was loud the whole time. The MVP chants for Asia Wilson were fun. They did the wave. And again, nobody did a mass exodus to the door. Now, granted, there were some of these motherfuckers that didn't show up till the third quarter.
Like, one of them showed up in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. And they just came up and sat down. It was like y'all showed up for 10 minutes of basketball. Me and you gonna fight, mom. Come on, Bubba. Come on. I'm sorry. Come on. Yeah.
Fucking weird ass cat.
Nadia, you up?
Yeah, no, I'm sure that been able to make it. Looked like a good. I had to catch it on the TV, but it looked like a good time.
Look,
So it was weird. Like,
Eric sat there and said, "Oh, you think it's going to go to a game 5? No, absolutely not."
Yeah.
and they'll make it to game 5, you think?
Oh no, it's not going to make it past game 3.
Hey, listen,
it's not making it past Sunday.
This is the problem. Okay? Come here, stop. Come here. This is the problem that you have. Okay, so first game, yeah, I was a little. Second game blowout, great. I was surprised that I thought they would come more hard. I thought they would come with more heart, and I thought they would come fierce to the Liberty. But Sabrina Ionescu has not gotten going. She has not gotten going at all. Courtney Vandersloot has really not gotten going. So when you look at that game, it was Brianna Stewart and fucking Jonquel Jones. And Jonquel Jones is a problem. So when they go back to New York, and I know if people are watching this, they watch WNBA, what I'm about to say is going to sound fucking asinine, but role players play better at home. And Sabrina is a fucking role player. She may put up 20 and stuff, but on this team, Sabrina is a role player. They have other people that the game is designed to go through. Brianna, fucking Jonquel Jones. You could say the third player. Okay, she's the third superstar. But basically, after watching that game, then you have Courtney Vandersloot. So in this scenario, I think they're going to play better at home. I think they win game 3. I would be highly surprised if they don't win game 3.
They're getting swept.
And also, role players, when I say role players play better at home, the Aces, role players, go into New York. That crowd may be loud. So we'll see.
New York is getting swept because the ball don't lie. What I tell you at
you did tell me that.
Ball don't lie.
You did.
They chose the wrong MVP, and that ignorant motherfucker that put Asia gave her a fucking 4th place vote. Oh, she's fucking pissed.
You did. And Asia, seeing Asia in person in the finals was so lovely because some of that shit she was putting on, she was just like, Candace Parker has helped her so much more at certain times. Like, she's always been amazing, but now she's at that next level. Like, she should have won MVP, but she's taken her game, even as a former MVP and the WNBA champion, she's taking her game to another level. And she definitely will win the finals MVP this year instead of Chelsea Gray. But boy, Chelsea Gray.
Some dimes.
Not them dimes.
Them shots.
Palm in your face shot. And you knew it was good when her wrist flipped. Because boy, she's got like a and it was just like, I was like, oh, that's good. That's good. And Kelsey had her moments. She had her moments where she went a little crazy. Even Jeremy said it. But for most of the game, she was very calm and reserved. It's almost like she heard what the fuck I said to her ass when we were talking about it. She is the key. Now let's see what happens when we go back to New York. I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Aces win, but I think game 3,
Liberty's getting swept.
I think game 3 is going to be a Liberty win. But
on Wednesday, I'll have a broom behind me that has the Aces name on it.
Ball don't lie. He's 100%
It'll be
right.
close, but the Aces will win a close one. I think Jackie Young continues putting the clamps on.
The first 2 games haven't been close.
Sabrina.
Yeah. And again,
82-99 and 76-104.
Yeah.
The Aces, Becky Hammond was talking to them about how this team reminded her of the 2014 Spurs, and I think they bought into that. They seem to be, playing as a team, and not, obviously Asia is going to be the, prime contributor, but it seems like everybody's doing a little bit,
Oh no,
they're all
exactly.
pitched in.
They have their role players are stepping up. Like everybody played a very good game. Jackie Young had a pretty decent game. Coming off the bench, Aisha Clark wasn't really that good, but I don't know. Maybe it was an off night. She wasn't horrible. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Come here. She wasn't horrible, but she wasn't great. But again, Jonquel Jones is a fucking problem, dude. She is a fucking legit
Yeah,
problem.
they're going to have to double team.
Stokes couldn't do shit with her. Stokes could. There was multiple times it would look like Shaq versus fucking Dudley, like with that Knicks where he just jumps on him and pushes him. There's multiple fucking times she
Yeah,
was
there's not
just
many
fucking
that
her
can
up.
guard her one-on-one.
That was crazy. Boy, we're missing Candace Parker with that one. And that's again why I think they win game 3, just because I think Jonquel, Brianna has a good game and the other players jump up. Come here, mamas. I know we gotta give you a bath too today. All right, so do some quick takes real quick. Mo, we'll go ahead and talk about the ALSCL, the baseball, the playoffs.
Well, it's going to be an all Texas championship series with the Astros and the Rangers. Um, it's been a weird playoffs with the Orioles bowing out, getting smacked. 100 plus win teams out in their first playoff matchup.
Every 91 plus win team is out. There's not a 90 win team left in the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a debate that the rest has come back to bite them as the wildcard teams, picked up steam and they extended its best of 3 series, so they sat even longer. So it seemed like all those teams that sat, couldn't hit the ground running, whereas the wildcard teams were already in the rhythm and just kept going with their momentum. So it'll be interesting to see if they, make any adjustments to that, or if that's just going to be the new normal and how teams approach that.
Yeah, no.
I mean, but how you can't approach it any other way.
I mean, do you want to win your division or get it as a wild card?
Stop.
Look, the Braves played.
That's what I mean. Like
the Braves played inter-team games and it still didn't. There's nothing. You can't simulate a real game.
Listen. Okay, I don't even watch baseball, so I don't know. But this happens in every sport, so it's not something you have the NBA playoffs. They literally sit for like a fucking week after the things, so that way they can do the play-in fucking tournament. And then they go and play somebody. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we saw the Miami Heat beat the Bucks, and we saw an 8 seed get all the way to them. But that's just one of those things where it's like, oh, this is good teams. They just happen to be going. They probably should not be an 8 seed or 7 seed like the Lakers, but they had injuries or they had a major roster shakeup. So, but I mean, 90% of the time, the better team wins in most sports. I don't know about baseball. So, like, if
baseball's a little more random because it's like pitchers and batting are a little more. There's more variability within that.
but isn't there also more like wear and tear? Like, if you're a wild card team, you have to put your starting pitcher out the first game, and maybe
you get to say your rotation as the non-wild card team.
More. But now they pitch more. Your wild card team's pitchers are pitching more. Like Mo, if you're
but now they don't really like starters don't go in as deep as they used to before. Now there's more relievers coming in and more pitchers throughout the games.
Look, there's too many. I don't know. I look, not being a baseball fan, not watching baseball. I don't know. I don't understand that. Like it happens in every sport, and these motherfuckers. I know they play 162 games, but a lot of them don't play the full fucking game.
So obviously it doesn't happen in every sport because in the NBA, your best teams throughout the regular season aren't fucking shut out in the wild card or in the fucking division series.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
Like literally, the Dodgers were swept, the Orioles were swept. There's like it doesn't happen in every sport.
What?
Yeah, Braves almost got swept too.
What are you talking about? So are you saying it doesn't happen that the best teams don't lose in the wild card round?
You're talking about getting swept.
So the best teams don't play in the wild card round.
Okay, so you're talking about getting swept in the divisional round,
right? The Dodgers got swept. The Orioles got swept. The Braves won 1 out of 4. Like that doesn't happen in every sport.
It's a little more extreme.
100+ win teams. Two 100+ win teams got swept.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but that's because there's 100-win teams. I can name, and I don't care if it's a sweep or a 4-1 series or a 5 or a 4-3 series, you still lose. You still lose. Something is wrong with that team. It's not the fucking. I'm not going to win my division because I want to play more games. That makes no sense. And every league you have, well, I don't know, hockey you don't because they don't have to play it, but you have people sitting for a minute and other teams figure out how to do it in series. Like, I mean,
so the wild card teams in the MLB don't sit at all.
No, but neither do the play-in teams in the NBA.
Yeah. So how long does the highest win team sit in the NBA?
For about a week, depending on when they win their games. There are some teams that sit for 8 to 9 days because they sweep the team in the second round, and the other series goes 7 games. There's literally been a team almost sitting 2 weeks.
Wait, does the NBA have to hit 90 mile an hour fastballs?
No, but does the MLB? I'm sorry. Does the MLB have to? Wait, hold on. Does the
NBA get balls thrown at them that fast?
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to figure out how we're going to try to compare the NBA to the MLB.
Does the MLB get elbows thrown at them on a regular basis? Get their toes stepped on? Do they get into contact every single time?
Literally,
like
the NBA has a ball this big.
The basketball is a lot.
The NBA has a ball this big that ain't hard.
Both of them are a skilled sport. At that level, they are both a very skilled sport. Just because
I think what we're trying to say is it's easier to say in rhythm for NBA teams because you can practice shooting. Like practicing hitting against the other team's pitching is where it's going to be a little trickier to get used to. So it's going to be more of an adjustment.
Whoa. We're in 2023. We can simulate any fucking thing we want. Are you telling me there is not a program that you can put in to have a fucking pitch machine throw like somebody?
They have simulation games, like Jeremy said, but it's not the same.
But neither is practice. Neither is shooting in an open gym. That's not the same either.
I'm just saying it's more of an adjustment. It's more of an adjustment, I think, for hitters.
I think hitting a baseball is the hardest thing in the entire world. I think it's the hardest thing to do one of the hardest things to do. But we're talking about professionals. We're talking about the top of each fucking league. We're not talking about high school students. We're talking about guys that get paid millions of dollars. And 2 very skillful sports. Yes, it's different. But if your guys are saying, oh, because they can shoot in an open gym, everybody knows an open gym doesn't simulate practice, doesn't simulate a real game. There's no fans. There's no there's no yelling or screaming. Like, that's why the bubble in the NBA gets an asterisk next to it, because they think it was easier than playing in an actual stadium. I'm just saying, I just don't understand how that is how because they set, that's a reason why they lost. And because 4 teams happen to choke, instead of us saying we choking, it's because the way the MLB playoff format is. I just don't understand that.
I just think you're retarded thinking the NBA is the same as the MLB.
Nobody said. First of all,
it's all right. Hey, it's all right. You can be retarded. I'll get you a short bus and a helmet.
Look, listen. If you don't understand the NBA like I don't understand the MLB.
But you sitting here fucking arguing fucking to the death about fucking what happens in the MLB.
I'm literally saying that making excuses for teams choking because they had to sit is not a fucking excuse.
Okay.
And because 4 teams happen to fucking choke doesn't make an excuse. What happened last year? Last year, did all the good teams lose? Was the wild card the same last year? Did they change the wild card this year from last year? I'm just asking, did they?
I think there was a couple of the top teams that lost, not as many as this year. So I think that's what we were just trying to identify if it's going to continue with this trend moving forward. It's just interesting.
Stop being choking. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. I take a lot of L's.
So this only happened when they changed the wild card format. Just so you know, since they changed,
it's been like three years.
The only time it's happened.
So this is the only time that all 4 teams.
So once they changed the wild card format is when this started happening.
Okay, see, I didn't know. I didn't know that.
But you sit here and fucking argue like
the wild card went from being one elimination game to best of 3, and I think that's what somebody was trying to state might be one of the reasons that the additional
you
time
could
city
literally have one of the best teams in baseball go on a run at the end of the season, right? Go on a run, and then they have to sit until the fucking wild card gets done. So then you just took them out of being in that run. So they were in a what you call it?
How many days are we talking about sitting?
Because
I mean, like, are we talking about a week, 2, 3 games, 4 games, 2 weeks?
So it's not 2 games, 3 games, 4 games. It's the days.
That's what I'm asking, because I don't know how often they play. That's what I was asking. Like in baseball, they have double headers, they have back-to-backs. So I don't know how the playoffs. So the playoffs set up like the NBA, where they're spread out over a fucking 2-week period for the first 7 games. I don't know that. But you guys keep saying they're sitting, but there's no time frame on how long they're sitting. There's a difference between sitting for a week and sitting for 4 fucking days.
It's a week. It's a week. We've said it how many times?
I'm not paying attention. You're right.
Well, I think Astros beat the Rangers in the ALCS, and I think the Phillies end up going from the National League. They'll, I think, beat the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, the Phillies play Arizona.
Yeah. That's what you said. The Phillies will beat the Diamondbacks.
When the Rockies went to the World Series, they blazed through everyone. Their eventual opponent, Boston, took their sweet ass time taking the 7-game series. The Rockies sat 15 days not playing, and they got swept for 1. Okay.
Thank you, Tufel.
Houston's winning it all again. Dodgers always bad in the playoffs.
Houston's not winning it. I think Arizona's coming out of left field.
Man, Verlander doing the damn thing, though. He's now second in all-time playoff wins at 17, 2 behind Andy Pettitte.
Didn't Verlander get traded this offseason? Or this
Yeah, he traded back to Houston.
Okay.
You know, he's still doing the damn thing at 50 years old.
All right. If anybody hasn't been paying attention to the KSI, Tommy Fury, Logan Paul, Dylan.
That fucking shit show, fucking media day, face off. What the fuck?
Fucking hilarious.
That fucking face offs is fucking retarded. What the
fuck? Is that the mic? You got hit with the mic and with the water bottle?
Kind of weird ass shit is that.
So Dylan Danis, I've been invested in all this shit because like I told you guys, Dylan Danis has been consistently winning. Logan Paul bring out Chris Hansen, tried to set up a predator play and bring out the actual Chris Hansen on the stage.
For real?
Like their final press conference, and bring out Chris Hansen and used him as a predator because he said Dylan Danis is stalking his fiance, this and this and this, and it completely backfired because Dylan Danis is like, bitch, don't you have tax problems? And started going in on how fucking Hansen is broke as shit and can't pay anybody. And then I don't know what the fuck happens.
Autobots roll out.
Exactly. I gotta figure this
out. Yeah, I only saw where he got hit with a microphone and a water bottle.
The face-offs are stupid.
No, I didn't see that one. Unless it was that one where they're the cage side.
They're not doing real face-offs. There's a cage behind the weigh-in, and fucking they hop in the cage, and there's a piece of like plexiglass or Lexan between them, and they just talk shit to each other and smack the fucking plexiglass and Lexan. It's dumb.
What are they in prison?
Like it looks stupid.
It was set up.
This is tonight.
Yeah, it's actually goes on tonight. It's in England, so it goes on till it's at 2 p.m. It starts at 2 p.m. Eastern our time.
2 p.m. Eastern, so like 11, like 2 hours from now.
I think the main card is at 6:25 Eastern, so 3:25 our time.
Hey, one of these days we should do like a watch along to like some of
I'm
these
down.
fights
I'm down. I'll be at the Renaissance Fair today, so won't be able to do it today. But I'm definitely down to do that.
at
Yeah,
the
we were supposed
Renaissance
to.
Fair. Jeremy, get him, get him.
You fucking dumbass. Hey, look, hey, hey. They doing this white people, but hey, but they took the white people shit even further. They gonna fucking dress up.
You got your ruffly shirt ready?
They gonna
Yeah.
dress up like fucking white
Yeah,
people.
we're cosplaying.
Sir Grigsby or Sir Eric of House Grigsby.
Yeah, I'm a Roman.
They gonna dress up like the white people from back in the day.
Are you gonna be a jester?
No, I'm not
A
gonna be a
sire?
jester. I'm a black
You'll
fucking
be a
gladiator.
sire? Gladiator? I don't think that's the same era.
It is. It's just different
Renaissance
eras.
is, yeah, I know, but you
How far
in
did
England,
how
not in
far did
Rome.
how far did Rome go? Rome, it's a medieval time periods. Rome went from this point in time to this point in time. They were definitely into the medieval times.
No, they weren't dressing with roughly shirts. They was fucking with togas.
I'm not doing a fucking toga. Hell no. Hell
I was
no.
gonna say that's Roman. That's Roman
I
shit.
wanted to be Achilles, but we couldn't get my costume done in time.
If you wanted to be Achilles,
Yeah, because Alyssa was gonna make it. I just want to be an old warrior. That's all I give a fuck about.
I think those would be knights in that era.
Yeah, I didn't like the night costumes. So yeah,
I don't want to be sweating.
Where is Scooby-Doo at? Take that mask off. Okay.
Ren
Ren
fairs
fairs
are
are
weird.
weird. You don't go for a decade, then it's a good idea to go again. Then you realize a bunch of weirdos overpriced rocks and leather from $13 turkey legs you get for $2 at the store. Point being, it's a 10-year revolution of why did I do this?
So Tiff, who's been to a couple Ren fairs, it seems like
Well, look,
I've never been to a Ren fair. I've only played softball next to somebody LARPing with foam swords.
My wife loves
That's
to
close as I got to.
Jeremy went with us last year, but this year we're dressing up.
They're not enticing you to go again, Jeremy?
No.
Is that the one at Sunset?
It was weird last year. This year would be even more fucking weird because these fucking weirdos are dressing up.
Is this the one at Sunset Park?
Yeah. Yeah, and there's actually people from our bank that's going too. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
I don't know. I don't know if you've met certain individual from his bank, but there's
he met Austin.
Oh yeah, I met Austin. Is Austin dressing up too?
Yeah, Austin said he had a $400 costume.
Oh yeah. See, white people.
I went and got a Halloween costume so I could wear for Halloween for our Halloween party.
See, look, now you're a white person. We're gonna need you to get whatever Michael Jackson had.
Listen, I don't got vitiligo. Okay.
We're gonna have to get with Michael Jackson's handlers.
Okay, so last topic we're gonna talk about. So
no NBA quick hitters.
Oh yeah, my bad. Fuck. Yeah, the NBA quick hitters. Let's talk about that before we get to this.
All right, while y'all
seems like the Lakers came and showed out for the preseason game at T-Mobile with a good little week, I guess. You know, LeBron at Game 1 of the WNBA Finals before their preseason game.
Yeah, that was good.
Looks like the Lakers, you know, little young acquisitions that Pelinka picked up will be helpful, I guess, for see if LeBron can make a final push here the next few years.
Well, yeah, LeBron looked great, but LeBron looked great. Steph Curry looked great. There's a lot of people that look great in the preseason right now.
AD though needs to take the reins.
Victor looks outstanding.
Yeah, man, he blocked the shit out of his one shot yesterday where he didn't even have to like really jump. He just wow.
It was so.
You said he had a reach around steal, right?
Oh my god, it was like I was watching First Things First or whatever, Nick Wright and them, and they were talking about that. And I hadn't seen it, so I went back and saw the play. And literally, the guy from the Thunder breaks on his ass. He gets by him, and it's over. There's no way he gets this. And then he just literally doesn't. He just turns and goes like this, and fucking Stretch Armstrong comes out and fucking slaps the ball. And I was just like, wait, rewind. Did he really fucking do that? No, he was. It seemed like the dude was like 3 feet away from him. I was like, this is not even gonna be fair.
It's like an
This
8-foot wingspan, right?
I know. All I know is somebody's gonna put him on his ass sooner or later because they're gonna get pissed with his ass. Because he just making motherfuckers look bad. What he did when he drove down and crossed Chet over and then headbutted him, what the fuck? Like it wasn't even a ring, but he
I
threw
didn't
his
see that
head
one.
into him, and then he crossed the shit out of Chet. Chet came up, he pop up, hit him with a little move, went up to the right, but he as he was coming up, he threw his head into him like that. And Chet even complained, like he headbutted me, and he was like Victor is so damn little. But I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made with Kevin Durant. He is, if he stays healthy, he's gonna be the next KD. He's too good. He's like a fucking unicorn.
Yeah.
And then his blocks are crazy. Jeremy talk. Wait. Jeremy NBA talks so bad and dull. Jeremy had to dip out.
Look, I think the NBA is boring. I'd rather watch the WNBA.
I love the WNBA though, so I can't get mad at that.
I'd love to watch the WNBA because then I could talk shit about the WNBA and how bad their fucking marketing is.
And then the James Harden saga. He's telling everybody, "Oh, I'm gonna play and I'm gonna be good. I like Nick Nurse," but then he's telling everybody, "I can't trust Daryl Morey because it's like with your spouse. When you lose trust with your spouse, you can't. Bitch, no, it's not. Shut the fuck up." Victor flexing looked like a skinless man. He did. He was like, it was fucking hilarious. But I mean, I can't get mad at him because he's got to figure out his pose. But I mean, he's doing dirty work. The way he's doing some of these people is not even funny. What else you got to say on it, Mo?
Just excited to see, new faces, new places. See what haven't seen Dame and Giannis yet. Hopefully catch one of their games for the season start. See how that's gonna shape out there. Like I mentioned, seeing Gabe Vincent with the Lakers, seeing how he can build or bond with the team and find their roles. And the West is gonna be stacked again. Phoenix with Nurkic, I think they're banking on him being able to just rebound and contribute a little bit more than what they felt Aiden was giving them. So it'll be interesting to see if that pans out for them. Book's gonna be Book. Well, Chris Paul with the Warriors too. That's gonna be how is that gonna work out? Is he gonna be more of a two guard, I guess, now, or is he gonna run point and Steph be more of a two guard, or still split time, or could be the backup?
Yeah, that to me is still ugly. Chris Paul with the Warriors is still ugly. I'm definitely gonna try to get to a game this year. I'm trying to get to the 76ers and the Kings and possibly the Mavericks and the Kings because they play back to back in Sacramento.
Oh, after this too, if we can maybe just show the ring that the VGK gave out for anybody that hasn't seen it. Have you seen it?
No, the what?
The rings that VGK got?
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
those shits were ridiculous.
Yeah, they were fucking ridiculous as shit.
Probably the coolest championship ring I've seen.
Because it comes off.
Yeah, the top comes off and you can wear it as a pendant, and inside have a little mini T-Mobile arena with 9 little jewels to denote each of the goals of the championship clinching game.
There you go. See if we can show it.
It seems like their banner ceremony went off pretty good.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna say something else. I need to say something else. How in the fuck does the WNBA not have flags when you're driving to the parking lot to get to the Mandalay Bay for the Aces championship? No flags for the Aces, but they have fucking flags for the Golden Knights. What the fuck? Y'all need to do better. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So here's the ring. And then the top, it's nighttime, stadium.
Yeah, so it's got the nine little goals, and then also I guess the shield where the logo is. I don't think right there the shield has 67 jewels for each of the wins. On the bezel, it's got 32 jewels for all the teams as well. So that's cool where they take all those little details
that's really cool.
And it doesn't even look as big there as it does when they're wearing it. That shit was huge when they had a picture of Aiden Hill with it on.
What'd you say, Jeremy?
The top is a necklace.
Yeah, the top
Oh yeah.
can be a pendant.
Oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go to that
that
Yeah,
really.
Jack Eichel was at the halftime of the Monday night game for the Raiders. They asked him, "Oh, where's your ring?" He's like, "Oh, that's at home, stashed away. It's pretty big."
Here it is. Let's see. Here's another picture. Where are the
Yeah,
that's
those look pretty dope though. And they
there
started
you go.
pretty good
Yeah.
too. First two games, looks like they've hit the ground running too. Some of the pundits are
They won both
picking them to
games
be
4-1, right? Both games were 4-1.
yeah.
Yeah.
They some of the pundits are picking them to repeat. So them and the Aces gonna be contending for title for the foreseeable future.
If Victor gets hurt, I can see that. But he's gonna have to take care of his body.
Them
Just
knees
get ready
gonna have
for it.
to
Yeah.
get some therapy for sure for Victor.
Just don't lose that top. Exactly. All right. So here we go. Last topic of the night now. We're gonna do which quarterback would you take? Okay. So no big rules or anything. It's just basically you get them their
You
whole
just showing
entire.
stats, right?
I'm not.
Or
No. You get them their whole entire career. Okay. You get them their whole entire career, but their career is basically going to kind of who would you rather take? So you get them from the draft, but they're not. It's not like if you take somebody you're going to develop into Patrick Mahomes. They're going to be who they're going to be, but you could just take them.
so these are like
So
college players.
no, these are actual NFL players right now that are playing in the league right now in the NFC. So would you rather have Kirk Cousins or Derek Carr?
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I take Cousins.
Explain why, Jeremy.
Because I've already we're going back in time, so I've already I know what the future is. So 9 years of Derek Carr, and yeah, no, give me Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
At least Kirk Cousins been to the playoffs and won playoff games.
Okay.
He can't play in prime time, but
I believe they're comparable quarterbacks, but I would just lean towards Kirk Cousins. I think in the end, for accuracy and leadership, like you mentioned, a little bit more of a better fortunes in the playoff round. I mean, it's not by much, but I think slight edge to Kirk.
Okay. So here we go. So Derek Carr, if we just go by stats, and I get what you're saying, but I think I would take Derek Carr. I think they're a very similar quarterback, but Kirk Cousins hasn't shown anybody shit ever.
I mean,
He's
has he won
known-
playoff
but-
games?
Derek Carr is
Has he
Kirk
won
Cousins.
playoff games?
I think one.
Okay.
Derek Carr,
How many has Derek Carr won?
0.
Okay.
Kirk
That's
Cousins
all I
is
need.
known for not being able to perform in prime time.
At least I
That
have
is
a
the
chance
o-
with Cousins.
That is the only thing he is known for.
And Derek Carr is known for.
So just based off of their stats, games played is 147, 147. Derek Carr has, you know what? We're just gonna show this because everybody can see him. Okay, so let's see, is it showing? Okay, so Kirk Cousins has more completions, has less pass attempts, or Derek Carr has more pass attempts. Their completion percentage, Kirk Cousins wins at 66.8, Derek Carr is 64.6. Passing yards, Kirk Cousins has 2,000 more. Passing touchdowns, he has 45 more. Interceptions, Derek Carr has less at 101 to 109. Interception percentage, Derek Carr has a 2.0 to a 2.1. Longest pass is about the same, 87. Yards per attempt, Kirk Cousins wins all of them. Yards per attempt, adjusted yards per attempt, and yards per completion. But the difference is 0.5, 0.6, and 0.4. Passing yards per game, Kirk Cousins has by 18. Quarterback rating, Kirk Cousins has by 5. Time sacked, Derek Carr's been sacked less. Yards lost by sack, Derek Carr's been sacked less. Yards per net attempt, all that's basically identical. Their sack percentage less. They're almost identical. Most recent season was the 2023 season. Kirk Cousins had more completions, more pass attempts, more yards. He He has more pass attempts, more yards. They played the same amount of games, more passing touchdowns. Kirk Cousins is beating him in everything this season. Every single statistic this season.
So you want?
So I was right.
So I went Derek Carr, and the reason why
we took the smart option, and you.
I don't think you did.
We took the Bentley, and you took.
You want to roll the dice?
87.
I don't think you guys did. I don't think
he wants
you
to fix her upper.
I don't think you did at all, because there's one thing that we're forgetting.
That breaks down every week.
There's one thing that we're forgetting. Derek Carr had a shit organization that did to him no favors whatsoever.
I don't think the Saints are doing them that many more favors.
He has the defense that he needed, and he's still worse than Cousins this year.
Right now, oh yes, but he's got more wins.
But
he's actually got a lot more wins.
But you just based everything off stats.
No, I was just comparing stats.
No, yeah. You compared them on stats.
Listen, you said
but now that I told you it's a 1987 Corolla that breaks down every fucking week.
No, you're fine.
You want to say, well, he has more wins.
No. All I'm saying is, yes, in stats, Kirk Cousins is dominating him in everything, and Derek Carr is not playing good this season. We've already talked about that. He's playing like shit. He can't fucking convert in the red zone. We know this, but I just don't think Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback. I think Kirk Cousins has just had more stable franchise than Derek Carr has had. That's all. That's that. I think they're that similar. That's the difference. I think if you put Derek Carr on a team with Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen, with Delvin Cook, or a team with Justin Jefferson with a better defense, I think.
Did you just call the Washington Redskins a stable franchise?
No, I did not call them a stable franchise.
You just said Kirk Cousins was a more stable franchise.
Minnesota has been. Wait, hold on. Minnesota is a more stable franchise than the Raiders. And he's played most of his career in Minnesota.
Let's talk about this current season.
Yeah, Derek Carr's doing shit. He's doing horrible. Derek Carr's playing like shit. And again, I mean, I can make excuses for it. I can give you a difference of why, but I don't think there's any excuses to be made. He's literally playing like shit. Kirk Cousins is playing a lot better. He's playing a lot better statistically wise. And his team Kirk Cousins has had a harder schedule, most likely too, because Derek Carr has had some easier schedule. Like this year, no, he's playing like shit. But overall, I would take Derek Carr over Cousins.
Derek Carr's playing like shit with an easier schedule.
Yes, 100%.
Throughout the entire season, he has an easy schedule.
As of right now, he's had an easier schedule. Well, I don't know. I don't fucking know, because if you look at it now, let me think about this. Hold on. The Vikings play who they beat. They beat the Panthers. So they've lost to the Chiefs. Who else have they lost to? Who else have they played?
Shit, can't remember.
They play the Bears tomorrow. They've lost to the Chargers. So they play the Eagles, the Buccaneers, and the Chiefs. They've lost to the Chargers, the Bucks, and the Eagles, and the Chiefs. So yeah, they've had the Saints have had an easier schedule, because the Bucks are 3-1. Chiefs are better than anybody else the Saints have played. Saints haven't played nobody. Saints have played mostly division games, right?
Carr has Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, Alvin Kamara.
Oh yeah, he has weapons now, right? I'm not saying right now that Kirk Cousins isn't playing better. I said if I could draft the quarterbacks out of college, I'm taking Derek Carr over fucking Kirk Cousins. I think their career is very similar, but I just give Derek Carr the benefit of the doubt that if he was on a stable franchise, he would have performed way better. He was on a franchise that was a holy shit show, and they're very similar. And yes, the Redskins sucked as a franchise, but Minnesota has been very, very stable.
Cousins has been in the league 2 years longer too.
Yeah, but he was benched for 2 years. So he's only played they played the same number of games. Even though he's been in the league 2 years longer, he didn't play his first year because he got drafted behind Robert Griffin III.
Okay, we'll take out the first year. He's still a year more.
What did he play in? Well, so is that helping your case or my case that Derek Carr's been in the league less time?
So he played in the first year. He played in the second year. He played in his first season.
Doing how many? He didn't start any games.
Played in 3 games and started 1.
Oh, okay.
Derek Carr was a higher draft pick, right?
Yeah, way higher draft pick. Kirk Cousins was a 4th round draft pick. He was taken after they took RG3.
That's what I mean. He's overcome more.
73 and 67 for his career. So okay, so if Kirk Cousins has been in the league longer and played more games than Derek Carr, that means Kirk Cousins has been injured more than, or played the same amount of games as Derek Carr. Kirk Cousins has been injured more.
Injured
Has,
Benchwarmer.
has missed more games than Derek Carr because Derek Carr's 2 years behind him and has basically the same number of games. So then, in that scenario, Derek's Carr injury history is not as bad as Kirk Cousins. Is that what we're saying?
But I don't know if that's, I guess,
I'm
one
asking.
factor.
I mean,
I don't think it's a determining factor, though. I don't think Kirk Cousins' injury
So
history is that
Cousins had 8 years where he
expensive.
played every single game.
Okay. And for his career, he's played in 147 games. And Derek Carr has played in 147 games. Cousins has only started 142. So, if Cousins has been in the league 2 years longer and has played in the same amount of games as somebody who's been in the league 2 years less, either he was benched a lot more or he got injured more. And it's not a prove-all fact, but I mean, we know Derek Carr gets injured. We know this. We know Kirk Cousins fights through a lot of injuries because he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games that he played all. Well, in 2019, he didn't play one game. There were 16 games in 2019. He did not play in a game. He started all games he played in. Yeah, in 2019, Kirk Cousins
started 60. Oh, who?
Kirk Cousins started 15 of 15 games in 2019. There's a missed game there. And that's 2019, not 2020. So there's no COVID. A lot of his starts were probably, I don't know. I personally think Derek Carr is better than Kirk Cousins. I also think Derek Carr is a much better leader than Kirk Cousins. When all that shit happened with John Gruden and everything happened in 2020, that proved to me, even when he did the thing about Henry Ruggs, I even said, like, Derek Carr is somebody you want in your locker room. I don't think Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. I don't think Derek Carr is a great quarterback, but I would prefer to have Derek Carr over Kirk Cousins. Let's see what the chat says.
Cousins has a winning record. Carr doesn't.
Yeah. Cousins is 47 and 37 in Minnesota and was 26 and 30 in Washington.
And he's 73 and 67.
Yep. Derek Carr is 68 and 81. Yep. And he was 63 and 79 in Oakland / Vegas, and he is 5 and 5 or 3 and 2 in New Orleans. He says Cousins. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. His defense is holding him. Just a quick deviation on something I saw. Stanford's. Okay. Well, okay, so let's talk real quick about that. Fucking Colorado blows a 29-point lead.
Yep.
Yesterday, Stanford?
Yeah.
29-0.
Yes. I mean, I don't know how many other ways to say yes.
I didn't catch that. I didn't like that.
It's Benchwarmer. Yep. Okay, Benchwarmer. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Kirk has stop it. No. You can name 1 year. If you take the last 6 years that Kirk's been in Minnesota and the 6 years that Derek Carr's been in Minnesota, you can literally maybe name one fucking year where he had talent that was rivaling Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins had a better team for most of the 6 years. Now, if we're talking about Minnesota right now, then yes, you're 100% right. Or we're talking about the Saints right now. Derek Carr could not win with the better team. I agree with you right now, even though he's 3-2 and has a winning record.
Technically, Carr's not 3-2.
What is Carr?
Carr is technically
3-2. He started every game.
Technically, he's 3-1.
Oh, 3-1. Okay, because he got knocked out the game they lost to the Packers. You're right. Okay.
I still take Kirk.
I know. I knew you would take Kirk. That doesn't surprise me at all.
And I have a fucking painting of fucking Derek Carr on my wall.
Yeah, you do. I just couldn't have all of us take Kirk. I do like Derek, though. I think Derek's better. I just don't like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, you got a thing for Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins forever.
I don't like him. I don't like Jared Goff. I don't like a lot of fucking quarterbacks. So fuck him. I just don't like somebody.
Jared Goff's having a career year.
He really is.
This year.
But did you watch the quarterback? Like after watching
Mhm.
the quarterback, the show on Netflix, Kirk Cousins does not work on Tuesdays. He does not come in. He does not
That's
come
not a big
in.
deal. That's not a big deal to me.
Yes, the fucking.
He still has a winning record for his career.
Well, guess what? That's why he's not fucking winning this year. Motherfucker
I
needs
mean,
to go in and put some extra work
He's got
in.
a winning record for his career.
Oh yeah, he does.
So who gives a fuck?
I'm just saying.
Like
I
you
can't-
look, you get pressed about some of these millionaires.
I need full commitment. Full commitment during the season.
These motherfuckers put in enough time.
During the season, I need full commitment. I can't have you after on Sunday when we give people Monday off most of the time to recover from their body to not come in on Tuesday and you're only practicing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I can't have
They're
that.
They're doing hella shit on their own time.
Kirk Cousins is actually not. He said that on
The
Netflix.
shit he does for like his body though, and like some of the other training he does.
Not on Tuesdays. He does
not on Tuesdays, but every other day.
Okay, so you have Monday. Your full-time job is a quarterback. You have Monday where they give you most of your day, where you get most of the day off to recover. You go in and do training on your body to recover from your body. Tuesday, he doesn't touch a football or go into the training facility. So now we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday's a walkthrough. Mauricio, in what fucking world?
So he has 1 day off a week.
He has 2.
No, 1. Where does he go on Monday? So now hold on.
Okay, you're right. He has 2.
If you go into your job on a day that you're off and you get paid,
I'm working. I get paid. That's work. Okay.
So he's got 1 day off a week.
Listen, I don't give a fuck.
And who gives a fuck? He makes millions. I don't give a fuck if he had 5 days off a fucking week. Whatever.
That's okay.
Unless he's giving me some of his fucking money. What the fuck?
Listen, I need my quarterbacks to be fully invested. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, obviously his coaches are cool with it.
Yeah. That's why they will never win. That's why his nook and his thing will never have a championship in it.
He still won a playoff game.
But he won a lot of fucking money.
Compared to somebody who hasn't won one and threw an interception on the goal line.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did Kirk Cousins not throw an interception last year? Did he not throw for a 4th down and throw a pass that was like 5 yards and they needed like 12?
But Carr threw an interception on the goal line. On the goal line. Literally standing on the goal line. And then threw a pass to a doubled wide receiver in front of the goal line when they needed to score.
Last thing I'm going to say on this, just last thing before we get off. I'm not even going to say that because that's going to turn into a whole fucking debate. So, yeah, we're just going to let that go. We're going to let that go.
You're going to sever that time right now.
Yeah, I'm just going to take the L right now, okay? I think Derek Carr, I'll put it up on Twitter to see who people will think. I'm probably going to lose this one. Most people are going to take Kirk Cousins.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what the worst part about it is? I'm so mad because I used to fucking hate Derek Carr and think he was shit until fucking Jeremy got me to believe that he was good and actually showed me that he was fucking good. And now I'm invested.
He's not bad. I don't think he's
now
bad.
I'm fucking invested.
He's not bad. He's just not good.
Okay. Anybody else want to say anything before we get off?
No, it's exciting time in sports. A lot of things are happening. It's one of the more active periods. So I guess
Vegas about to have another parade.
We are.
Another celebration.
Let's see if we can go to that one. We should see if we can go to that parade because we know it's not going to be that busy. So
I guess eventually we'll maybe sprinkle in some F1 here for the upcoming race.
I don't watch racing at all. I can't even pretend to talk racing. So you guys can talk racing, and that would probably be the one time I'm quiet.
I doubt it. You'll find something to fucking bitch and whine about.
You can bitch about the construction, the Elijah Fountain,
all this fucking construction. Yeah, okay. No, it is too much though. All right, so
but F1 is going to bring more money to Vegas than
I know
the Raiders and the Aces have brought.
There's also that debate.
One race.
I'm happy for F1 coming to Vegas. It comes in November. I'm very, very happy for that. Salute blessings from Stakeholder and Bitchamania. I don't even understand people these days. Okay, so Jeremy, whenever you're ready, go ahead and take us out, buddy.
Put me in, coach.
Peace.